From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengals.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They're led out by their quarterback, a day 3 selection in this year's draft.
And last week, that was one of those games that he just wants to erase from his memory banks. But I guarantee his coaching staff won't let him do it. They're going to make him learn from it. He really looked like a rookie quarterback in that one. You've got to have those kind of outings in year 1. But the big question, what does he take away from them, and how does he improve? It starts right here in this game.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game, bottom line. May not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
They give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 10 yards. And the Bengals first down. They go right back to the ground here in Brown. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. Now it's Burrow. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Here's 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
The Bengals at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the 38-yard line. They will toss to Brown. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reyes. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Here's 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
13-yard line.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost. They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it away, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Intercepted.
Play action. It's Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by All. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Complete to Austin here over the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Intended for Chase Brown.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. McPherson's kick is good. And they will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Barrett. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Hooked up by Nicky Van Loren. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The 22-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. Back to throw. Herrick. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Herrick. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. Now
it's Burrow. Stiff-armed in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Burrow will throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. They have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Herrick throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanchez. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Toss left side for Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanchez. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Back to throw. Herrick. He finds his man. Complete. It's Horton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On the tackle. A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle here to Brown. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
7 yards. And the Bengals first down.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reyes. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. On the Seahawks, 8 yards.
This is Brown going up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. The hitter here, it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. McPherson's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Herrick. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Herrick. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Herrick. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's D.J. Turner who's got it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
From the gun, a give to Brown.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looking to throw on second down.
Burrow. Down inside the 10. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
A 27-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
Got a man open, it's Chase. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 5.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Second and 10.
Chase Brown, incomplete. Derek Hall there on
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Austin. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
15 yards.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reyes. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Brown once more. And this time he'll work his way in. Touchdown Bengals. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Herrick. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
From the gun on third down. Herrick over the middle, complete. It's Horton. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker.
The 1st down pass.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Herrick. He finds his man. Complete. That's Horton. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And the Seahawks.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Herrick. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herrick. Down inside the 10. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. And his kick is indeed good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks take back over.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. There meant 2 plays that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off the play fake. Herrick.
And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down. Herrick. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's a give to Brown. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down.
On the draw, here's White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, Walker. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll give this up the middle of the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Brown. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Burrow on play action. And he will find his man Chase complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. On the ground with a tight end. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Burrow. He finds his man complete. That's Reyes. And they'll get this down to the 10. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
10 yards to go.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th. And he'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try to pick it up here moving forward.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Seattle now ready to march
march onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. There's a sure one caught by Arroyo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
2nd and 1. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
Good for a Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Garrett. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Horton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
More yards. That's another Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll get that complete to Vele. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make-or-break onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Cincinnati, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.